In Detroit, honest, hard-working employees are in a fight for their pensions, but would you believe that for years, some ex-workers convicted of stealing from taxpayers are collecting public pensions each and every month?
Now, if you thought that would be an easy thing to stop after our 7 Action News investigation found out, you'd be disappointed to learn it's really been an uphill battle in Lansing.
Tonight, 7 investigator Ross Jones tells us that some struggling retirees find it offensive.
I gave it all my life. I love the city.
After working almost 30 years for the city of Detroit, Donald Smith says he's tired. He's battling diabetes and arthritis, and sometimes it hurts just to walk. Even during our short interview last month, Donald needed to sit down.
Hey, can I lean over here because my leg is hurting?
And so a few years ago, he put in for retirement. Every month, Donald gets a check for less than $900, and sometimes he says it's just not enough. The 69-year-old relies on his kids for help.
That's not their job. It was my job to take care of them. And I don't like the fact that I have to depend on them for anything.
Like most retirees, Donald never used his job to break the law. But as our investigation has revealed, public pensions are being paid out to some who did. Convicts collecting checks from the same communities they disgraced. Former Detroit police officer Donald Hines was convicted for his role in stealing cocaine from the department's evidence room, selling it for $840 grand. Hines was sentenced to 18 years behind bars, and today, while he sits in a prison cell in Terre Haute, Indiana, the city of Detroit sends him a check for $104 each month. Ex-city council member Lonnie Bates was sentenced to 33 months in prison for putting ghost employees on the city payroll. Ever since, his city pension is paid out about $24,000 a year. He's taken in more than $325,000 since retiring. And in Macomb County, there's former Clintondale Superintendent Ray Contesti. He pled guilty to racketeering conspiracy after being accused of pocketing $600 grand in bribes from a school contractor. His pension pays out almost $68 grand a year.
If somebody is convicted, especially of malfeasance in their duty, they should lose their pension.
When State Senator Rick Jones learned that convicts were collecting pensions from taxpayers, he and Senator Tory Rocca drafted a bill that would stop it. It went nowhere. Neither could garner enough support to even introduce it. He's not sure why.
You'd have to ask every senator and representative, why do you resist this? There's some on both sides of the aisle that would resist it.
Perhaps one reason is that under state law, a judge can go after someone's pension if they use their public position to break the law. It doesn't happen often, but there are examples. For state police, an officer's pension can be taken away for breach of the public trust. Former Trooper Luke Davis learned that just this month. He got out of prison after pleading no contest to a racketeering charge and just got a letter in the mail telling him those pension checks he applied for, well, the state will be holding on to them. Donald Smith thinks that should happen every time someone steals from the city and then tries to cash in on it.
Why don't they get that money and then put it back in the pension system for the people that were honest and did their jobs? That's what I'm saying.
There is no shortage of felons pocketing public pensions. In fact, the list could keep growing. Right now, ex-Detroit police officer Paul Stewart is on trial for bribery conspiracy, accepting cash, gifts, and trips from people seeking investments from the police, fire, and pension board. Stewart is already collecting his pension more than $3,200 a month. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.